know where I'm from? A little place about 7 miles from this very spot. Little Blue Mountain, Texas, everybody, all right? A lot of time in the press, they say Saginaw, because I'll tell them Saginaw so I feel uppity. And it's good to come back home and see some cowboy hats back in the audience. And we even have black folks here. It's good to see y'all, too, man. I know, that's a lot of white people breathing meat, dude, I'm telling you. They're from my neighborhood, man. I live on the east side of Fort Worth now, man. We are a black neighborhood of it. I mean, we didn't start out that way, but that's how we ended up. That's where I stay. And black folks, explain it to all the white people. That's where I stay. I did. I went and bought a pair of house shoes just to walk around Walmart at 9:30 at night. If you ever want to get some stares, wear a cowboy hat to New York City. They will look at you like you're stupid. They will. I'll play it up. I'll get into an elevator and go, this is one of them magic boxes. Don't press anything, Gandalf. Let's see what happens. And then I take their damn wallet. And it's great to be back home, man. It's great to be in the stockyards, too, man. I've been coming down here to the stockyard bars, all these bars down here, since I had a 28-inch waist. My fake ID said my name was Mark Avery. And I used to wear my jeans so tight back then, if I farted, it looked like a mouse ran down my leg. I love coming down here, man. We were here last night getting ready for the big show and everything else, and I ended up getting Wizard of Oz drunk last night, y'all. You ever get Wizard of Oz drunk? That's where you wake up the next morning and you look around the room and you go, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there. There's no place like home. I figured out last night I can tell how drunk I am by the place I choose to eat at 3 o'clock in the morning. You ever go to Jack in the Box at 3 a.m.? Get them tacos, 2 for $9 leg. You ever pick up them tacos at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? You're like, I stuck that in my mouth. That is a taco de la caca. I got the Rosetta Stone. We're in Texas. Who's all been drunk in a Whataburger line? Whataburger line? Same scenario in every Whataburger. 16 cars live in the drive-through window. 15 cars of drunk people all passed out in their car. The very front drunk, he has not pulled up quite far enough to be heard inside the Whataburger. And you spend 3 hours him going, taquito! Taquito! Sir, you're talking to a bush. IHOP. The IHOP has a test on the menu to see whether or not you screwed up. It's called Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. Try to order that at 3 a.m. Money. Eggs. I'm an old guy. I still like the Waffle House. Any Waffle House fans out there? I like the Waffle House for my own personal reason, because no matter how screwed up you are, you're not as screwed up as the tweaker behind the counter, boys. You can sit anywhere you want to. No, ma'am, I'm calling my mom and I'm going to rehab. Good-looking people out here tonight, man. I was in a pharmacy the other day, y'all. I was just standing there in line at the pharmacy, and I saw this on the Cosmopolitan magazine in front of me. It said 40 is now the new 20. Okay, first of all, the fact that I'm in a pharmacy tells me I'm not 20 anymore. And the frequency in which I go to a pharmacy tells me I'm in my 40s. I went to the pharmacy the other day. I didn't go there to buy anything, y'all. I just went there to look around. I did. I just stayed on one aisle, that as seen on TV aisle, man. I love that. Walk up and down going, I want a pillow that glows, man. I want a pillow. Telling you, if 40's the new 20, how come I got parts of my body that hurt now that I never even knew I owned? Like when I was 22 years old, y'all, I rebuilt my very first house. Took it down to the studs myself. That's what it used to do. The other day, I'm watching the Three Stooges on the Turner Network. I giggle and pull a muscle in my back. Hot! I walked stowed over 2 days. A buddy of mine like, you put in the pool? Hell no, Curly Bunny, man, Curly Bunny. 40's the new 20. We were talking about drinking. That changes the older that you get. When you're 20 years old, there's not a night of planning to drink, is there? Not one night do you plan out your drinking when you're 20 years old. You going out tonight? Hell yeah, I'm going out. What time you got to be at work? 6 a.m. What time is it now? 5:30. Woo! 15 more minutes of drinking. You get older, you plan it out, man. You going out for Halloween? Hell no, man. I'm doing New Year's this year, man. New Year's. I already got the Tylenol and the Pepto next to the bed, dude. I get me a little Gatorade and I'm hooked up. Remember back when you're 20, the only time you ever went to a pharmacy is to maybe buy something embarrassing, like for us guys, that first condom purchase. But even that's changed. You kids don't even understand, because you got like a Walgreens and a CVS across the street from each other in every location. When I was growing up, we didn't have a CVS or Walgreens in Saginaw. We had a drugstore, and that guy knew my dad. I'm in there trying to buy a condom, going, man, I need a condom, man. The guy with Jack with you, what you want, boy? I need a thing to put on my thing to walk through the rain. You want an umbrella? I'm in the same place 25 years later looking at the same old man going, listen here, man. I need some Metamucil, man. Metamucil. I need some Nair for my back, dude. Nair. I know you never became a doctor, but could you tell me how this hair on that part of my ear got that damn long? I was in Jamaica once, y'all. I didn't even have it cut off. I just had it beaded. Just Finally had to break down and buy some glasses. Never wore glasses ever. I told everybody I didn't need glasses. I knew it wasn't true. But I finally had to break down and buy some glasses, y'all, because I'll be honest with you, I was just tired of ordering chicken Alfredo. And older people know what I'm talking about, don't you? When you're 20 years old, every part of the menu's right here, man. You just go through it, everything on there. And then you're 30, you drop it down a little bit. And then 40, you're here. And then somewhere after that, you just look up one day and go, screw it, give me chicken Alfredo. I knew I had to buy the glasses because the last time I said it, I said, give me chicken Alfredo. And the lady goes, sir, you're in a Jiffy Lube. Well, I'll take that to go. I actually brought them up on stage, man. That's going to be part of my brand new look, everybody, the new glasses and everything. You want to see them? Wait, there's more. You can't be a cool guy in a bar with these damn things on. Look like a weird cowboy gynecologist. Either way, stirrups are involved. If you turn these damn things off, they $26, man. Got them in CBS at As Seen on TV. Finally had to go on a diet for the first time. I probably should have been on one sooner, y'all, but I was kind of in denial on it because I'll be honest with you, when I graduated high school from Boswell High School, y'all, all right? When I graduated Boswell, I was 18 years old. I was 6'3". Oh, there's a little secret. I'm only 6'2" now. Yeah, I'm actually going this way and this way. I figure when I turn 90, I'm just going to be an Ewok. And But when I graduated high school at the age of 18 years old, I was 6'3". I weighed 145 pounds. My grandmother used to call me painfully thin. And then I turned 30 years old, and I weighed 178 pounds. And then I turned 30 in a day, and I weighed 241 damn pounds. But I finally had to go on a diet. The only reason why I went on the diet is because of January the 18th. Now, January the 18th, I was making my actorial debut on a little show called Dallas. They actually had me on there twice. Both times I got cut from the show, man. They cast me as a detective. I was a cop. Second time they cast me on there, I was a construction worker. I am a cowboy, so if they could just cast me also as an Indian and a Navy guy, I am the village people by myself. On January the 17th, my agent calls me, right? And he said, Bill, I know you got your big actorial debut for television. Have you thought about losing some weight? He said, I know, but I don't know if you're even into it, but they got a new product out now called Spanx for Men. And, see, women know what Spanx is. Fellas, you don't have any idea. Fellas, have you ever had your wife or your girlfriend looking real good, and then she goes into her room after you come in from dinner, and you hear this noise, just blah, 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 blah. She had on Spanx. But there, you're supposed to tuck it in here. The Spanx for Men is actually just a white T-shirt that you put on, and it's made to push this back up here where it was originally designed, right? Now, I go over to Dillard's to get this thing. Now, first of all, it's $56 for this one T-shirt. Yeah, that already goes against my principle of buying plain white T-shirts. Right? For $56, I ought to get 72 Fruit of the Looms. For $56, I ought to get 72 Fruit of the Looms and the Fruit of the Loom guys behind me singing and dancing. But I get this thing home now. Now, I'm a little claustrophobic anyway, so I put it on my head, and it actually sticks just to my face. Okay, maybe you're not physics majors on this side, okay? This is actually smaller than this. If we're having trouble getting it over this, so I finally get my big head through the thing, right? And I get it over my shoulders and I get my two arms through it, and then it gets all rolled up just right here. Then you got to roll it over your man boobs. And I get it on, and I look in the mirror, and it just was like I was constipated. Holy hell, I can't wear this on TV. People be calling into the network. Can y'all please let that fella just get down from that stage and do something? And then when I took it off, it looked like I just opened up a can of biscuits. Just... Yeah, don't do that in front of a mirror. It made me cry. I'm like, holy hell, I can't go on TV. I'm not pretty. I went to Walmart that day. I didn't even go there to buy anything. I just went there to build up my self-esteem. I did. I walked around the whole day going, I ain't that bad. I ain't that bad. Good luck on the scooter. And it's my own fault, y'all. It's because even on that day, man, I don't know if you were in a McDonald's on January the 17th of this year, but I was. And in my neighborhood, the McRib was back. This is how much I love the McRib. The McRib, I wrote 2 jokes about it. The McRib is like a deadbeat dad. It's cheap, it's warm, and as soon as you get used to being in your life, it disappears again. And, Too soon? Too soon? If you didn't like that one, let's try this one, kids. The McRib is like dating a stripper. It's hot. You met both of them with just $4 in your pocket. And as soon as you stick it in your mouth, you know it's going to kill you. And, I hate being this, you know, the blah and blah. Can't be sexy anymore, going blah. Tried everything to lose the weight. I got drunk one night and ended up ordering P90X, and everybody who made a noise ordered P90X. First of all, the only reason why I ordered it is because I was too drunk and too lazy to get up and look for a missing remote. Finished up a show in St. Louis. I'm in a hotel. The TV's already on. I walk into the hotel room. I'm eating a triple hamburger, and the P90X commercial comes on. Now, I don't know if you know what it is, but it's one of these extreme workout videos that they sell late at night. It's an infomercial, but they brainwash you, I'm sure of it, because after about 46 minutes into it, I'm looking at the TV going, hell yeah, I want to be in the best shape of my life! I called him up. I did, y'all. I called him up. I said, my life changes tomorrow. That lady goes, you want any payments? I go, hell no, I'm in my 40s. I got credit. Send that to me tomorrow. And they overnighted it to me, right? And I got it to the house. Now, first of all, I actually cut my hand open just trying to open up the package. Looking back on it, I think that was God trying to tell me, hey, I'm going to hurt you just a little bit. You throw this shit away. I don't know if your God said shit to you, but he said it to me that day. But I opened it up. Now, by applause, who's all done P90X or Insanity? Either one. Clap if you've done either program now. Really? Really, big dude? Really? Did you actually do the exercises or? One day. One day. I kind of could tell. You did one day. I did 3 days of it. That's all I did was 3 days of the P90X. I stopped after 3 days because I can no longer actually squat down. I did. I told my kids, I said, get out that instruction book and tell me where my thighs are supposed to violently shake. I got to where I just had to hover over it like I was at a yogurt dispenser, just... Yes, that was me pinching it off. I walked into the bathroom the other day, y'all, with a pillow. You hear me? A pillow. See, you ladies don't even understand this bit because so many of you do not appreciate a good turd in your entire life. You don't. You can't. You don't spend enough time with it. The older that you get as a man, the more you going in there waiting on a train that's never going to show up. And now that they came out with Angry Birds, I know my legs going ball asleep. I know my legs. And then when I tried to do the dismount, they slipped out from under me, thrusting me forward, hitting the bathtub across my forehead, knocking me out for an hour and a half. And that's hard to explain to your children while your pants are around your ankles playing Angry Birds. They all looked at me and shook their head and walked out. Like, hey, your daddy's falling and he can't get up. And I'm not 50 yet, so I don't have a life alert. So now I walk in there and I put a pillow strategically placed in front of me, and I'm OSHA approved. And see, I love that joke because that last line, that OSHA approved, all I get to see are the people that actually work for a living with that joke right there. So I've tried everything to lose weight. And since we're going down this whole poop road, let's talk about this, all right? If 40 is the new 20, how come when I was 20 years old, I never used the word bloody and stool in the same sentence? There's a little secret, young fellas. One day you're going to look down at your poop. And by the way, ladies, every man looks at his poop. But I'm not sure if every guy does. Not like I'm in public restrooms knocking on doors going, hey, do you see that turd, boy? Scared the hell out of me, man. I never had anything like that. And it happened at night. So the first thing I did was pull out my computer and pull up WebMD, man. You ever get on WebMD? A doctor goes to school for 12 years, learn how to be a doctor. You and I get on the internet for about 3 seconds, go, holy hell, that's what I got! And I woke up the next morning, I called my doctor. I said, Doc, I looked it up on the internet, and I'm pretty sure I got ass cancer. And, yeah, they had a bigger word, but it's not funny. And, but he said, I don't think you got anything to worry about. We can do a colonoscopy, but it's just precautionary. I think you'll be okay. But if you want to do it, I'll let you talk to the nurse. And I talked to the nurse, y'all, and she got on there and she said, well, Mr. Martin, just realize that you're not scheduled for it. And with your insurance being self-employed, it's going to be about $8,000 out of pocket to look at this thing. And I thought, well, screw it. I got a high-def camera at home. I'll check myself. Up on a tripod in the living room. And just backed into it, man. Well, no wonder I can't keep it clean. Look how hairy that thing got. Then you'll get drunk one night and you'll call everybody that you know to tell them your diagnosis. Everybody in your phone you'll call. Hey, listen here, I looked it up on the internet. And I either have ass cancer or I got gout. I don't know which one I got, but I just want to tell you that I love you. And you be good to my kids and you feed my dog. And then you'll decide one day, screw it. The only thing I did wrong was I picked May 21st, and which happens to be my birthday. And yeah, the procedure was pretty easy, but blowing out the candles, that was hard. Then they'll call you, give you good news. Mr. Martin, you ain't got ass cancer. And the worst part is you got to call everybody that you've already called to now tell them that you're no longer going to die. You think that would be good news. It's not. People laugh at you. I called everybody, listen here, and turn out I ain't dying. I just had the moo goo guy paying. And my sister's the one that just kept on giggling. And she just kept on giggling. I said, Claudia Lucille, you laugh at me one more time, I will not call you back in our lifetime. She goes, oh, dried up. You had your first period, asshole. Thank you so much. And before I get out of here, and I'm about to leave here in a minute, but I want to acknowledge this wonderful crew that did this entire thing for me. From everybody who designed this, put it together, and all these men and women running around working. Let's hear it for them, would you? Not bad for a skinny buck-tooth kid from Blue Mound, man. Usually when a guy from Blue Mound has got this many cameras and lights on him, somebody's getting arrested. And I know I almost cried right there, y'all. That first mortal scare scares you, though, man. That's the first time that I realized that, you know, this is going to all end sometime soon. You don't think that when you're 20 years old. When you're 20 years old, I ain't never going to die. You get 40, I'm going to die. Every bum on your body. Holy hell, there's the cancer. One day I woke up and went, look at that weird mole. Never mind, that's a raisin. That's a raisin. Note to self, no more Raisin Bran in the bed. Oh, man, he was something else. He was one of those tough guys, man. He raised it was this. Hey, boy, you cry, I'll give you something to cry about. You ever hear that in your lifetime? You cry. And I will give you something to cry about. Isn't that the most confusing thing you can say to a child? The only thing I regret about this special is that he couldn't be here tonight. He's a little sick at home. I don't know what he's got because I don't really listen to him. He's almost 80, so he's constantly, Daddy, just go towards the light. I'm watching TV now. Yeah, I can't believe I said that either. And, it's not that I don't care, but when you listen to it knowing that I have the same gene pool, all you're listening to is the Ghost of Christmas Future. I mean, like, okay, what am I going to get? All right. So, but he couldn't be here, and he called me up, and he said, you know, I know you're going to do your special. I just can't be there. And I said, I understand, Daddy. I said, I want you to get better. He's almost 80 years old. And then he said, and I know you're going to say in your special that, hey, cry, give you something to cry about. I know you're going to do that bit. And I said, well, yeah, because it's funny. And he said, yeah, but it makes me look bad. And I said, well, you should have thought of that when you were saying it. And he said, well, for the record, he said, I should have allowed you to cry around me. You boys should have been able to cry around me like you can around a stranger. Now, my father never talks to me this way. I know he loves me, but he never says it, ever says it. I mean, you can say it to him 1,000,000,000 times. Daddy, I love you, Daddy, love you, Daddy, Daddy, love you. The most you'll ever get out of the old man is, well, me too. Now go mow the grass. You're making me nervous. And he said, I know you're going to tell everybody that I don't love you. And he said, and I said, well, Daddy, I don't say that. I say, you do love me, but you don't say it. He said, well, for the record, he said, I know you're going to be up there on that stage doing your thing. And he said, I want you to go for it with reckless abandonment. Anything comes into your heart, you just say it. And he never speaks to me this way, right? And then he stops for a moment. And he said, and for the record, boy, I love you. And this quiver gets in his voice, and I could hear it shake a little bit. And I said, hey, old man, you cry. I'll give you something to cry about. You almost 80 years old. I'll knock your ass out. Yeah, and then I hung up, and I moved. And you guys are awesome. Take care, everybody. God bless you.
Out on old Decatur Road, where we're headed to, well, God only knows. Except for you, there ain't no reason left to stay, so climb on in. Let's make our getaway. We can be young and reckless, wild and free, fast and fearless, you and me. Got no reason left to stick around. We can leave our troubles behind with the radio blasting in the moonlight and the pedal down. Oh, we'll ride 400 horses out of this one-horse town. We both know there ain't no work here anymore. Last factory done, closed its doors. Take our chances, oh, this is not our fate. Rainbow one way out, and baby, it's here to stay. We can be young and reckless, wild and free, fast and fearless, you and me. Got no reason reason left to stick around. We can leave our troubles behind with the radio blasting in the moonlight and the pedal down. Oh, we'll ride 400 horses out of this one-horse town. Who knows what's out there, but there ain't nothing here left for us. So let's hit that highway, find fifth gear, leave our worries in the dust. We can be young and reckless, wild and free, fast and fearless, you and me. Ain't no stopping us now. We can leave our troubles behind with the radio blasting in the moonlight and the top down. Oh, we'll ride 400 horses out of this one-horse town. Out of this one-horse town.